Here with head coach Bonny Barbier. The Demons back at home. A very busy promotion-filled weekend. $5 specials for graduates and their families with proof of a cap and gown. Crawfish on Saturday, Mother's Day on Sunday, and what a great weekend. And oh, by the way, you'll play a little baseball too. Much like they've been the last couple of weeks, another big series against McNeese. And coach, this time, maybe for the first time in a while, facing some adversity. It'll be interesting to see how the guys respond.
Yeah, no doubt. We had a tough weekend. And, if we truly do like we talk about, then that really shouldn't matter. But it's hard. It's difficult when you have a tough weekend to bounce back. But we have finals this week, so our week of work has been kind of adjusted a little bit. Getting back out there, normal day today, and have a normal day tomorrow. So it's going to be interesting to see how we respond from, and we have responded already well, from that tough weekend. But it's a matter of us just playing like we play. We're not reinventing the wheel in it right now. I think my message to them after the weekend was we got to stay together. We had a tough weekend. Everybody knows we can talk up and down the things that we did poorly. We know what we did poorly. We know what we have to work on and we have to get better at. And we just got to stay together and for these last 3 weeks and come out and play a little better on Friday.
The bats continue to wake up, and I think that's something that, these guys have had too good of a track record. It was a tough start, and there were a lot of factors that went into it, but I think you probably had to feel like the guys were going to come out of it at some point. It really looked like they have the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think we've swung the bat well probably for a while now. It's not always get rewarded, with hits, but guys that scuffled at first and had some injuries, Lenny pulled his hamstring again, and Jeff was sick. We had some stuff in there that kind of moved some guys around. And I think the guys that came in did a really good job, and did a good job of replacing those spots. And we just got to keep getting better. We've always talked about we want to be a team that plays much better at the end of the season than we were at the beginning of the season. And I think this team is trending toward doing that.
Well, it'll be interesting to see. You not only do you face McNeese, a very familiar opponent. You guys are the last 2 reigning Southland Conference tournament championships. You and Justin Hill, there's a lot of history, good personal history with you guys. It always adds up to a really good series between you guys and McNeese, and looking on paper probably will be nothing different this week.
Yeah, we've always played each other tough. The games have always been tight. We played tournament games that have been tight. Justin and I are really close. We've been close for a while since he's coached me here. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun to get out there. They got an older team. They got a bunch of guys that have had a lot of success in this league. Obviously won a championship. A couple of them won more than one. So it'll be a good weekend, good test for us.
I know you've been very close. You guys went down back in the fall and actually helped them do a little work. And I know you won't call in any favors, but maybe kind of nudge them if something needs to go your way to help you out. But that's something I know you've become very. We talked about it last week going up to Central Arkansas. The relationships you build with opposing coaches. While you want to beat each other's heads in between the lines, off the lines, it's very congenial and willing to help out at a moment's notice.
Yeah, if you're in this profession just for wins and losses, you're missing the boat. I really think you are. Whether it's relationships with your players, relationships with their families, relationships with recruits that you never get a chance to even coach, but you get a chance to build some relationships there, and then ultimately a relationship with other coaches. I like to think that most guys in our league are like that. We've got a good group in our league that we want to win. We want to win championships. We want to take our program as high as it can go. But at the same time, the relationships that are built in the process are important too, and that's going to last a long time. There's too many ups and downs in this game to let that get you down. As they say. But just keeping those, and I think Justin and I definitely have that.
You talked about the bats bouncing back, and I think similarly on the mound, I think Cal Carver has really responded the last couple of weeks. He had a couple of rough weeks, but he's really refocused in. He gave you 8 strong innings in a complete game Saturday, second game of the doubleheader. I have to get our doubleheaders correct. Friday. See, wrong doubleheader. But he's really become that guy. You know what you're getting out of Cal. Probably so far 9 out of the 11 starts, you've gotten about what you expect.
Yeah, Cal he's been a guy that's gotten better from the moment he's gotten on campus till now. He competes with 4 pitches. We talk about it. I think Kirk does a really good job calling the game for him. Those two work together really, really well in that second game of the series. And that second game's important. It's a bounce back game if you get beat the first one, and you got a chance to grab two quickly, and set the tone. Most of the time that's a doubleheader day, but set the tone for a long day of baseball. That's kind of why Cal pitches in that spot, and he has been all year long. So he's been fantastic. So hopefully he can be that way on the way out.
You mentioned Austin Kirkpatrick. He's one of a number of guys who will hit their ultimate goal. Congratulations to him. His first 2 RBIs of the season come, and no one got hurt rounding the bases when he hit it. That's a good thing for him. But he and several other guys starting Wednesday afternoon will pick up, if not their first degree, their second degree here at Northwestern State. And that's certainly, when you talk about student athletes, the first word is student. Those guys have handled their business away from the field.
Yeah, those guys, they've done a great job, and I would say that these guys that are coming through have they've been challenged more than any, in the recent future. I know a long time ago we had wars and things, and obviously that was terrible. But in the recent future, the recent history, they've been challenged more than anybody that's come through here with what was going on with COVID and the shutdowns and not being able to do things and ice storms and hurricanes and everything else. So it's a credit to them for making it, and for excelling through it and putting themselves baseball-wise in a really good position to make the postseason and do things that we want to do, but also putting themselves in a position academically, through these tougher times to finish and reach their goals.
All right. Appreciate you, Coach.
Thank you.